All right, so really what you're looking at here is, okay, so this is from Huddle. All right, here's Horacio, what we had last year. So if you don't have any recordings that you have right now, then you can use the Huddle, but preferably you need to get a recording of yourself hitting. Try and make sure that you get your full body in here. Okay, so make sure that you have the whole thing in, okay, not just hips and things like that. So make sure you have all those things. Oops. All right, so that's first thing. So in Huddle, all right, and what I'm using for all these different things is this right here. So this is Screencastify. You're going to need to have this as a extension, and really the best way to have it is whatever you're going to use, make sure you open it in Chrome. All right, so it's a Google extension. So Screencastify, find it. There's how to spell it and everything else, and that's what I'm using to record this right now. So once you have that, it's pretty simple, especially for you guys. You guys know just as much as anybody else on how to do these things. But this is the easiest way, and it'll be sent to YouTube and everything else. That way we can look at it. Okay, so here's Horacio, and what we're looking for is we're going to talk about that separation first. So really, we're going to do all the different things that as we watch a video. So we've watched separation, and this week we're going to watch hanging back, and then you're going to break down your own video. So looking at Horacio here, and we're only going to look at those two things. So try and take the smallest portion of what we're talking about. Just look at those first, okay? So we can look at for corrections and things like that. So the good way to do it is go through slow motion, and when we're looking at that separation, we're looking to see if the hands, remember, if he has live hands, that's another video we talked about. So we're looking to see if he has live hands. All right, so he needs to cause separation between the shoulder, okay, and the hands, and really there's no separation there at all. Let's see if he, so swing's getting ready to start. All right, if you notice, they're a little bit independent from the shoulder, but not much. It's almost like they're connected. So the hands and the shoulders connected. It really doesn't get back. Not going to generate a lot of power. Okay, so here he goes as he's coming through. So again, you don't see a lot of separation between the two, between the shoulder and the hands. So this is what you're looking at, and then make sure you're drawing a line. Okay, make sure you're showing the distance. And one of the tests that you'll see later on is whether or not your hands are outside your elbows, and his are. Okay, so all right, so that's one of the things that he's doing. So his hands have gotten past that back elbow. So we're looking first at whatever video we do, but we're looking first at separation. Check and see, and you need to voice over this. So you need to be talking about it. That way you're taking it in internally and knowing what you're looking for. And you need to say, yes, here's my separation. No, I'm not getting good separation. So, good or bad, that's what you're looking for. So here's all the different things that we're looking for on separation. Keep going through. So as he's coming through, hands are coming through, barrel's coming through. All right, the next thing we're going to look for is hanging back. All right, don't worry about anything else right now. Don't try and grade anything else, but looking for hanging back. All right, so hanging back means, that foot just kind of squashes the bug, stays back there, which is what we don't really want. All right, and once you see the video on hanging back, you need to kind of see what's causing you to hang back. Now, whether it's your front side, okay, that you can't open up your hip, so internal rotation, or it's your backside. Okay, so you see there, and when he finishes, you're going to see really, all right, so it's actually going backwards. So that foot is actually going backwards. It hasn't moved forward at all. So it really kind of came from this point and went back to this point. So that's the hanging back part. All right, so those are the two things that you're looking for. You can actually, probably the best way to do it is come in here. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, so here is the line. Make sure you're using all the terminology that on base U is using when you're going over these videos. So here's the back foot. Okay, let's see which direction he goes. And that foot ends up going backwards. Okay, so again, we've talked about this a million times. That's like a boxer trying to punch someone as he's running away from him. You're not going to get much in it. So just look for those two things. Okay, and each video that we do, we'll add a little bit onto it. We'll try and find the ways to correct those different things, but that's the way that you voice over. That's the way that you use Screencastify. So once I'm done with Screencastify, once I've done grading my video, come in here, I'm going to push stop, and once I push stop, guys, then that's going to end the session. And it's going to give you the video. It's going to let you send it to YouTube, all those different things. And once we have it, if you have a YouTube account, but either way, once you stop recording this, okay, it's going to give you a copy in your Google Drive. Okay, make sure you're signed in with your school stuff. That way you can send us the copy, and then I can put it on YouTube, kind of put a little playlist together and all those other things. So that's the way you use Screencastify. That's what we're looking for. Make sure you're using the terms that they use in the video. So watch that on base U as much as you possibly can, and then go through and, okay, this is hanging back, I'm not hanging back, this is separation, all those other things. So make sure that you're learning the terminology that they're using.